Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with Season 2, Episode 15 of My Little Pony. Last we saw was the highly controversial Derpy episode. I must have just forgotten that that's how it started, because watching my reaction after the fact, I was like, all I talked about was, oh my god, it's Derpy, it's this, it's that. I think I was so happy to see and hear Derpy's name actually spoken that I never even thought that that was the reason it was banned. But it does make sense now that I rewatched it. I have also watched the original, well, not the original. I've also watched the one on Netflix, which is the censored one, and it sounds like a girly voice. The eyes are still cocked a little, though. When she gets struck by lightning, or he, whatever, I'm assuming Derpy's a girl, but when she gets struck by lightning, her eyes do go like cockeyed, and they are like a little like one's up, one's down, but her voice is very sweet, and you could tell it's a girl, and they never use the name Derpy. So I did compare and contrast from the original to the one on Netflix, and I get it now, but I thought it was something dirtier or worse than that. I guess it does make sense, though, with all, like, you know, mentally handicapped people, certain words you can't even use anymore. I won't even say it because I don't want anyone to get mad, but the R word, you can't even use anymore. When I was younger, people said it left and right like it was totally normal. And now if you say it, people are like, dude, do you know what you just said? Like, it's like a horrible, horrible thing. And I understand it because of the definition and stuff, but I grew up where we all just said it. It was like normal. So you guys know what I'm talking about. It is the world we live in now. Whether it's right or wrong, it is the way we have to live it. So I'm just going to jump in. If you guys want to be way ahead, full unedited reactions of this and other shows I do this as much as a season or two ahead, Patreon link at the end. If not, we're jumping in. Season 2, Episode 15, My Little Pony. Ooh, Fluttershy.
Who could that be? It's still dark. Cider season's about to start.
Cider season? Oh, you took her blankie off and she's blushed because she had no clothes on. What happened last year?
That, or pretty much any cider season ever?
What happened?
Pinkie Pie. She always ends up ahead of us. This year, I'm going to get there before sunrise, so I can drink all the cider I want and laugh when she doesn't get any. It's the perfect
Well, that's kind of mean.
Gee, Rainbow Dash. Looks like a few other ponies had the same idea.
Pinkie Pie camped out.
Gosh, Pinkie, I love your
Oh my
new
god, look at her
style.
hair.
I had this brilliant idea to come down here and camp out, so I told a few others about it, and they all thought it was a great idea too. And now
It's like when you wait in line for movie tickets back in the day. Exciting. Oh, she's always one ahead.
My little opening day of cider season.
Cider season.
That means it's only 30 more days till
The super speedy Cider Squeezy 6000.
Cider season is now officially open!
For Star Wars, I waited like 2 or 3 days for tickets. Literally. Pinkie Pie is going to town on the cider. I literally thought when Rainbow Dash said, I gotta be Pinkie Pie there, I'm like, why? Because she eats everything, and sure enough, they're not even enjoying it. Oh, Macintosh is running out of barrels. Yup. Why hasn't he said it yet? Come on, Macintosh. Oh my god, one left, and she's gonna miss. It's all fizz.
You ran out again!
Yeah, you always run out.
For the record, I don't mind. Why can't you make enough cider for all of us? Or at least for me?
A lot of people didn't get any.
We've done our best to improve supply this year.
You always say that.
And it's always true. Only the highest quality apples in Equestria.
Look at that.
Sorry, but that recipe takes time.
It makes sense. You can't force perfection.
You can't rush perfection, and this year's batch was perfection!
Did I just say that? Am I Pinkie Pie? Am I a giant Pinkie Pie? I say a lot of things like her. Like one of those Rainmaker guys, and say, I got this machine that makes cider in 5 seconds, but it's not going to be the quality of Applejack and Family cider. That's what's going on.
It's the same in every town.
I love it.
Ponies with thirsty throats, dry tongues, and not a drop of cider to be found.
This is Music Man.
They need to solve the sad cider shortage you and I will share.
I feel like this is from Music Man. Love it.
He's Flam with a world famous Flim Flam.
Fim Flam. Fin Flam.
The pony elves in this whole place will give you such a chance to be where you need to be.
Capital P, that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. This sounds like Music Man.
I suppose by now you're wondering.
They're salesmen. It's all a
By
scam.
now you're wondering, where is this promised cider?
Indispensable.
I can't believable.
Flim Flam Brother Super Speedy Cider Squeezy 6000.
They learned the song quick.
Borrow some of your delicious, and might I add spellbindingly fragrant apples for our little demonstration here?
Sure.
And show these thirsty ponies a world of delectable cider. Turn it a grade A, top-notch, five-star, blow your horses off one-of-a-kind cider.
I guarantee that what you have there won't compare.
Quality won't
Very most
compare.
important to care.
Well, Granny, I'm glad you brought that up, my dear. I say I'm glad you brought that up.
Machine that's just the very best. So what do you say then, apples? Get a step into the modern world.
Come on, Ponyville, you know what I'm talking about.
Everybody now! This is going on a while. But I really enjoy it, so it's okay.
You got a deal.
You got a deal. And that's even their own pony.
I just don't know, y'all. We've always made cider the same way.
Yep.
We'll sweeten the deal.
Love it.
Then we split those sweet profits.
75?
25.
Deal.
Hold on.
No.
Who gets a 75?
Why, us, naturally.
50-50.
We'll throw in the magic to power the machine.
We'd lose Sweet Apple Acres if we
Yeah.
agree to this.
So, what'll it be? No deal.
No deal. Great.
Very
He
well.
said something
If
else.
you refuse our generous offer to be partners, then we'll just have to be competitors.
There'll be plenty of cider for all of you.
Once we drive Sweet Apple Acres out of business.
The quality is going to start decreasing on Fimflams. And people are going to go, I'd rather wait and get the better cider. Rainbow Dash is all the way back there. They keep hitting her fence. I'd be like, I'm suing you. All
Who'd like a
barrels. Oh, Jesus.
You can't sell that cider. That's made from Apple Family apples. Is this some kind of cruel joke?
We'll make more cider than you could ever imagine. Now, it ain't about the speed, young'un. It's about quality.
That's it.
Our cider speaks for itself.
Let's put it to the test. What's the matter, Granny Smith? Chicken?
What
Chicken.
did you call me, Sonny?
If you're so confident in your cider, then what's the problem?
Tomorrow morning, right here.
Whoever produces the most barrels in 1 hour wins the exclusive right to sell cider in Ponyville.
And after we...
Bamboozlers.
Until tomorrow.
Take care. She's training her back
Are you
kicks.
sure this is such a good idea?
Me and the family are 100% confident in our cider-making capability.
Look at Apple Bloom's face.
Besides, no pony calls Granny a chicken.
Are both teams ready? Ready!
Ready?
Horn magic, and it... See, maybe something breaks. Maybe they go too fast, and they jam up the machine, and they lose because they're trying too hard. So Big Macintosh powers the machine. Granny picks the apples.
Already filled an entire barrel.
Applejack kicks the trees.
Don't even have...
And Apple Bloom brings him over. The machine's got a break. Maybe there's like a flaw. Maybe it like starts picking bad apple. Granny's got to do them one by one. And Macintosh is about to
Big
die.
Macintosh. Right.
Even at top speed, the apples are only making 1 barrel to the twins' 3.
Oh my God.
Fluttershy, help Applejack with the trees.
Got it.
Pinkie Pie, you're on apple catching detail.
Yes, sir, ma'am, sir.
Rarity, you've got a discerning eye. Help Granny Smith at the quality control station. Let's save Sweet Apple Acres.
Adding double of unexperienced should only give him 2 barrels, which means they're still way behind.
Lovely. Hurry, hurry. We're making 5 barrels for every 3 of theirs.
Oh. Well, that's a bunch of horse crap.
We're back
because they shouldn't be able to. See, Flim Flam have clearly a much better invention and a method, but because they got help and now they went reckless, they lost.
Come on, Rainbow Dash. Keep grinding.
We don't have time for quality control if we want to win this
See, you can't sacrifice quality.
There's no point in winning if we cheat.
Yeah,
Just have
what's
to
gonna
work
happen
harder.
is
Come on, every pony.
Flim Flam is gonna get bad apples in their batch. They're literally getting all the crap. So all their barrels are gonna suck. Literally like Paul Bunyan. In the cartoon when I was a kid, they stack the trees they cut. They're stacking barrels.
Flim and Flam win!
See? But it's bad cider.
We lost?
Aw, too bad, Apples.
Well, this isn't Sweet Apple Acres anymore. How about Flim Flam Fields?
I ought to press you into jerk
No.
sight.
No, Rainbow Dash. A deal's a deal. Pack up
Someone's gonna try the cider and say this sucks.
Enough, every pony. There's more than enough cider to go around.
And the other ponies are sad because they drove out the mom and pop business. Ew. It's all mashed, crappy apples.
I can't get the taste off my tongue.
Mine's got rocks in it.
I wouldn't pay 1 cent for the. It looks like we've encountered a slight problem here in Ponyville.
No pony wants our product. Next town.
Next town.
Jib Jab. It reminds me of Jib Jab. Flim Flam.
Go.
That means Sweet Apple Acres is still in business.
Plus, we can have high-quality apple family cider.
Because Rainbow Dash helps, she has
Dear
cider.
Princess Celestia, and I wanted to share my thoughts with you. Ahem. I didn't learn anything. I was right all along. Sure, I could tell you I learned something about how my friends are always there to help me, and I can count on them no matter what. But truth is, I knew that already too.
Cheers. Very good episode, guys. I love the Applejack family, Apple Bloom, Granny Apple, Big Macintosh. I love all of them. So any episode involving them is a winner usually. But I'm sorry, I know it's a cartoon, but Flim Flam definitely had the superior invention. I know they're talking about quality and the family has their methods and stuff, and I want to see mom and pop businesses survive. I run a mom and pop business, so to speak, terminology wise. I run a business with my father. I basically run it now myself, but I work with my father for 25 years. But we are a father and son company. Our whole family helps with the business. My sister, my mom, everyone's got like a part in it, but we're like the owners and the operators, but everyone sort of pitches in and does stuff. That is what reminds me of them. That's why I've said I kind of relate to Applejack the most, because we're like outdoor farmy type mountain people and we all kind of do our part to run a business. My sister's got her own job and my mom does her own thing, but we all help do the family thing together. That is great and everything, but Flim Flam, we're beating them. The only reason they lost is because they just hired more people. You can't tell me that, yep, they won because Flim Flam were 2 guys. At the end there, Applejack had 4 family members and then her 5 friends. So now they have 9 people against 2. They still lost. And the only reason they lost is because Flim Flam sped up their machine because they were like falling behind. So they just went nuts and they sacrificed quality. But if Flim Flam had 1 more machine and 2 more guys, they would have easily beat double the amount of ponies. So I know it's a cartoon and I want mom and pop businesses to survive, but they clearly had the superior invention. But now you got industrialism. They might say, well, now they're going to have gas, even though they're running it with their unicorn horns. I don't know. That's what happened in Paul Bunyan. The chainsaw was clearly superior to Paul Bunyan and cut more trees and stuff, but now you had oil and fuel and gas and industry ruined the land and stuff, whereas Paul Bunyan was all natural. And maybe you cut a couple more trees in him with your electric or your gas-powered chainsaw, but you also were using fossil fuels and polluting the environment, and the world became what it is now when Paul Bunyan just chopped them down with an axe. So it was sort of doing that too. Last but not least, in the beginning, we had this major song with Flim Flam, which I loved. It sounded to me just like the musical Music Man. I watched that a million times as a kid, so I'm very familiar with it, but it sounded to me just like Music Man. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, YouTube the song Trouble in River City from Music Man. There's a song that goes, we got trouble, folks. Right here, we got trouble right here in River City. Blah, 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 blah. And he's a salesman, and he just goes on this rant. And by the end, all the townspeople are like, da, 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 and everyone's conned and persuaded by their song and dance and their salesman tactics, and the whole town is on board with him without even knowing him. He just rode into town, and that has to be what this is referencing. The song sounded like it. They even had the town getting swayed by their persuasion, like in the musical. You guys check it out. Let me know what you think, but that had to be a reference. The song even had the same like sound and everything. So I don't know. If you guys want to be way ahead, at least a season or two, Patreon link in front of me, full unedited episodes of this and other shows I do. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.